Hey everyone, it's Breezy Bree, and today I will be doing a follow-up video on weight loss surgery, VSG, the Psych Eval. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please do so below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. All right, let's get to it. So I've been getting, first of all, good morning. It is Sunday morning, probably about 4 o'clock. I've been up since 3, and it came to me that I have been receiving a lot of hits on my video about the Psych Eval. I also have another video that I want to do on the weight loss surgery VSG process again. I wanted to cover some of the specifics within that, but that'll come a little later. So right now, and I only received maybe, like 10 or 15 views. But to me, that's a lot, and it all means something to me. So I thought about it, and I said, well, maybe people want to hear more specifically like what they should be focused on if you are concerned or if you are worried about going to see the psychiatrist or psychologist or mental health provider as it relates to the weight loss surgery. So I jotted down some things that were very helpful for me when I went in. And when I went in, I didn't know what to really say. However, as a licensed professional counselor myself, I knew sort of, where they wanted me to go with the conversation that they were having with me, with what my provider did. So I want to share that with you to give you all the tips that you need and all the help that you need so that you can get the approval in order to get the surgery done for yourself. So let's talk about the first thing. The first thing that they're going to want to cover, your current changes. And that means the things that you are doing in order to be successful post-op. What are you doing at the surgery time during the weight loss surgery process up until that point to be successful? You're increasing your water. Where are you at with your water intake? What types of foods have you said farewell to? What types of things are you not eating now as a result of learning about the weight loss surgery and all that it entails? What types of things are you bringing in to your home? What types of new things are you trying food-wise that are helpful to you? And those should be the things that your weight loss surgery nutritionist provider has set out for you in your plan. And those things are the things like sugar-free drinks, tea instead of coffee, no caffeine in the tea that you're having, the broth, you're thinking about broth, you're thinking about protein shakes and what is most helpful. You're utilizing all the tools and all of the things that were told to you in order to be successful. Do you eat 3 times a day with no snacks? And that is important because you're not on a fad diet any longer. You are on a journey that is going to change your lifestyle. And these are things like keywords like tool. The weight loss surgery is a tool. It's not the come-all be-all to you obtaining or maintaining your weight loss. It's just a tool. And that tool means, what the word actually means is that it's only one step in the process. And you understand that you have to do the work in order to be successful. Getting back to the 3 meals a day, The 3 meals a day is standard to what you should be having. And I took a questionnaire every time I went to see my psychologist, and I saw her for 3 total visits at about an hour apiece. And you can have more visits. She may or he may schedule you with more visits. That's okay. I was also scheduled for a group as well to participate in. I'm also participating in this next month's group, which will be in April of 2019. To kind of go over some things with people who probably haven't had the surgery, because when I went to the group, I didn't have, a lot of the people that were with me didn't have the surgery either. So I think by that time I may be in the process of, getting the surgery. Probably it'll be already scheduled, but I'll probably be talking to people about where I am in the process. The 3 meals a day. The 3 meals a day that's standard. And in between those meals, you're going to be getting in 64 ounces of water. And if you're not, that's fine. You just need to be trying to work towards that. Let your provider know, regarding how you're working on adding the fluids in. For example, I made a challenge out of every week or every 2 weeks with the things that I would be eliminating and things that I would be bringing in. This shows that the psychologist or psychiatrist for the Psych Eval, this shows them that you are all in, that you are doing the things you need to be doing. That's what they want to see. They want to be able to visualize what your life looks like right now and the things that you're doing so that you can get to your optimal weight, that you don't stagnate, that you don't stall out, that you don't quit, that you don't want to give up, and that you don't fail. You also want to ask for help processing what your life will look like post-op. And those things could be things like, shopping, those, for clothing, getting in your fluids, making sure that you are, getting to your weight. Make sure they're not frivolous things that you're talking about, or that they're superficial things you're discussing. Meaning you don't want to go into too much depth regarding things you don't necessarily know about. You don't know how your life is going to be after surgery, but that's not what I'm telling you to say. What I'm saying is I'm suggesting that you consider how you will acclimate to the rapid weight loss, how you're going to adjust to the lifestyle change of not being the same size anymore. Is that going to affect how you talk to people? Is that going to affect how you treat yourself? Of course, you will increase how you treat yourself. You will feel better about yourself. These are misnomers. I don't know anybody who would lose or stand to lose, over 100 pounds or over 80 pounds or 60 pounds and not feel good about themselves afterwards, and if you have trouble like that, I'll cover that in the next section of this video. I already talked about this being a tool. I talked about this being a lifestyle change. You want to make sure that your provider knows that this is a lifestyle change. This is something that you will forever do. This is something that you will not stagnate on. This is something that you are forging ahead. And you have to have the vision for yourself. You have to see for yourself where you want to go and how you want to proceed in life. The things that you're bringing into the home, food-wise. If you have a family, I have a family. I don't have a significant other, which is great for me because at the particular time that I went, I did. And it was asked to me, what does your partner think about your journey and what you're doing? And even though you may think it doesn't have an impact, it does have an impact. And your provider who's doing the psych eval, they want to know what that other person thinks about it. And they want to know how they influence you in making your decision, or how you are working on you losing the weight after surgery. So meaning, if your significant other is not wanting you to get the surgery, they're going to want to know why. If your partner influences what comes into the home and what comes out of the home, that's a problem. And it's a problem to the extent of, this is for you. This isn't for anyone else. This surgery is for you. And you have to be cognizant, and you have to be understanding that you've got to stand up for yourself and make a declaration. Either they're bringing it in and I'm not eating it if it's not appropriate for me, or I'm telling people don't bring that into my home, and they're going to listen. So you need to establish and understand, if you do have a significant other living with you, that you are in control of what goes into your mouth and what goes out of your mouth. You have to know that you are in control of that aspect of your life. And if you don't feel that way, then that's something that you can process with the psychiatrist or mental health provider while you're there. You can process those things and ask for suggestions on how you regain control or get control if you never had control over the things that come into your house, whether it's food or drink and things like that. They also want to know, which is very key, why you want weight loss surgery. And I briefly addressed it. I'm sorry for the ums. I briefly addressed it in the original Psych Eval video. Meaning your reasons can't be superficial reasons. The explanation for that is because the superficial reasons will not get you through. They want to know also what's in your deep thoughts about it. Why did you consider it? What things did you need to have in order to get the surgery done? Meaning, do you want to reduce or reverse your medical conditions? Do you want to reverse diabetes? Do you want to reverse high cholesterol? Do you want to reverse high blood pressure? Do you want to reverse conditions that are weight and exercise related? If you do, say that. The optimal activities that you're going to be participating in. You want to talk about the lifestyle you're going to have post-op and what that looks like for you. Did you used to enjoy going to the park? Did you enjoy walking? Did you enjoy jogging at one point? Did you enjoy doing strength activities? Did you like to take a walk at the zoo? What do you want to do with your family? What do you want to do with your friends? Do you want to go mountain climbing? Do you want to hang glide? What do you want to do? The majority of activities, there's a vast amount variety of things you can be physically doing. Do you want to ride a bike again? I wanted to ride a bike again. I haven't ridden a bike since I was a teenager, and That's something that I have a dream to do. I said that in my appointment, that I want to ride a bike again, that I want to get on and I don't want to feel like I'm going to wobble and fall off because I can't keep my balance because I'm too heavy to ride a bike right now. Things like that, things that you actually love to do or you used to love to do that you want to continue or begin to do again. Also, what do you see your life realistically looking like post-op? And I said realistically meaning we're probably all not going to hit the Mega Millions and have some 80s movie montage playing while we walk into rooms. It's probably not going to happen. It may, but I'm saying that you have to visualize and get a vision for what post-op is going to look like for you. Meaning, where do you see yourself 30 pounds in? Where do you see yourself 50 pounds in? Where do you see yourself 80 pounds into weight loss? What is that going to look like for you? Are you going to be more active? Are you going to be happier? Are you going to view yourself in a different light? Are you going to continue your educational endeavors? Are you going to continue your exercise routines? What are you going to do? And how will you be successful with the tools given to you? How will you be successful? What types of things are you going to utilize from what your providers, your nutritionists, and your weight management specialists have talked to you about? What things are you going to take with you? Are you going to take with you the no snacking? Are you going to take with you the 3 meals, as I stated before? Are you going to take with you the water intake? Are you going to take with you the green light foods, the caution foods, the avoiding foods, the red list foods? Are you going to take away fast food? Are you going to take away those high calorie meals when you go out to restaurants? What types of things are you going to give up? And are you going to be successful with them? How do you view those things at the current place you're at? Are they things that you're going to miss? Are you doing food farewells? Are you getting rid of your foods that you no longer want? You know, what does that progressively look like? You're going to want to get rid of the foods that you don't need any longer throughout the process of while you're on weight loss surgery in their particular program at your hospital. You're going to want to do those things before you get into your pre-op diets, before surgery. You're going to want to do that. It's very helpful. And then how will you deal with adversity, people, comments, negativity? How are you going to deal with that post-op? That's also what your provider wants to know. They want to know how resilient you are. They want to know how you cope with issues and problems, how you maintain yourself and composure in how you view people, the things you say out of your mouth to people. They want to know who you are in respect or in retrospect to the problems that you may encounter. And you have to anticipate certain issues coming up. People aren't going to agree that you should have gotten the surgery. How do you handle that? How would you handle that? What types of things would you say? Would you make it about pleasing them, or would you make it about pleasing yourself? You've got to be number one in your life.